What's going on, guys? E here with some more Star Wars Command. Today, guys, I'm back with another Star Wars Squadrons video, and today, guys, we got some more news for the game. I've really been waiting for some news for this game for quite a bit now, so we finally have it, and it's on the official EA website, and is a pilot's briefing. It's talking about our star fighters. So if you guys want to go check this out and read it for yourself, because it is quite long, so I'll try to get through it as fast as I can. You can go down in the description and click to find the website and read this whole briefing for yourself. But before we get into the video, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. And I'll jump straight into this news update. So it says here, you'll have 8 starfighters at your disposal, which we knew. And those starfighters are X-Wings, Y-Wings, A-Wings, U-Wings, TIE Fighters, TIE Bombers, TIE Interceptors, and TIE Reapers. So it says here, while each of these starfighters have their own unique handling and functionality, there are some base features that they all share. Every ship has a primary weapons, countermeasures, a whole outfitting, engines, and 2 auxiliary abilities, such as missiles or repair droids. Though some starfighters also have shields, the benefit of this system is that if you know how to pilot one starfighter, you know how to pilot all of them. And they all share the same basic controls too. Though these functions, players will be able to balance their power systems to face any confrontation. So that right there gives us a lot of things to do with our starfighter, with balancing our different power systems to face any confrontation. It's pretty cool. Now moving on to power management. One of the core features in Squadrons is the power management system that allows you to divert power to a particular subsystem, engines, lasers, or shields. For the most part, having balanced power will get the job done, but there will likely be times where you want to prioritize one system in particular. Raising the power diverted to one system will increase its efficiency, while lowering it will do the opposite. Having one of these 3 systems at max power, though, will give your ship an otherwise unique ability that it can regularly perform. Players will have the option to choose between a basic, simplified power management system and a more advanced one that allows them to more precisely control how much power goes into each subsystem. So this pretty much right here gives us like an easy and hard mode. So the people that are new to the game and just want to learn it, so this pretty much be all of us, will probably choose the more easy, simplified one. But the people that want more of a challenge, they can go for the more advanced one that allows them to more precisely control how much power goes into each subsystem. So I like that they're giving us a lot of variety. Easier mode and a harder mode. I really like this. Next up, it says diverting power to your engines increases your top speed, but if you have your engine power maxed out, you'll be able to charge up and use a very powerful speed boost, not unlike what Poe Dameron used in Star Wars The Last Jedi or the X-Wing pilot used in the revealed trailer for Squadrons. Meanwhile, if you focus on diverting power to your lasers, they'll recharge much faster. Should your weapon power be at max, you'll automatically begin to overcharge your lasers, making them much more powerful before reverting to normal cannon fire. This also means you'll have up to double laser output available, since you'll first use the overcharge and then use a regular laser fire. Just like the speed boost, they'll continuously charge back up and then overcharge while not being used. This is great for attacking one enemy capital ship, subsystems, or one of the cruisers trying to get in your way. For the New Republic ships and the TIE Reaper, diverting power to shields allows them to recharge faster. If your shield strength is maxed out, though, you'll charge up over shields up to 200% shielding for both the front and back of your starfighter, which is a lot of extra protection and useful when getting near turbo lasers. Shields can also be focused on the front or back of the starfighter at any time, but without an overshield, that requires a trade-off of having up to 200% shields on one side but none on the other. This is good for when you're rushing towards a flagship or while being chased by an enemy. So there are a lot of ways that you can use your shielding on your starfighter, so I really like how they are doing that, where you can use a shield for the back of your starfighter or the front. So it gives you a lot of choices and decisions to make while you're on the battlefield. Next up, it says for starfighters that don't have shields, however, there are another option. Rather than being able to focus shielding to the front or back of your starfighter, you can instead use a power converter to rapidly divert all power from one part of the ship to another. For example, lasers to engines or engines to lasers. This is an effective response to an emergency situation where you need an immediate laser overcharge but are willing to have barely functioning engines or an instant speed boost but with little to no offensive capabilities. However, constantly having one of your starfighter's power systems maxed out isn't always wise. If your lasers are at full power, you're likely to be moving slower or have weaker shields. For example, you'll want to manage your power balance regularly to fit the situation you're in so that you can stay in the fight longer. At any time, you'll be able to rebalance your ship's power to an evenly distributed state with a single button press, though it's so easy to recalibrate in the heat of battle. So you really have to be paying attention to your power distribution and what you're doing with your starfighter, with all your powers and what you're doing. You're really gonna have to be paying attention to that. Now, it says here, beyond that, hull integrity or ship health will also be something you'll need to monitor. Your ship's health will not automatically regenerate, unlike shields, and as your hull integrity drops from 100 towards 0, your ship will visibly become more damaged. However, there are ways to repair astromechs and repair systems or components that can restore some of your ship's health. Additionally, returning to the hangar in a flagship will also fully repair your starfighter, and of course, support ships are also excellent at helping allies stay in the fight by restoring their hulls. More on them below. You will also want to know how to resupply, as some components have limited ammo. Support starfighters can certainly help here and will be the best way to resupply on the go, but you can also fly under an allied cruiser or into the capital ship's hangar to restock your munitions. Regular lasers/weapons don't require ammo and simply recharge over time, but countermeasures, torpedoes, mines, and other components have limited ammo, so there are also some components like astromechs that recharge over time. So it's going to be like a lot of times where you can go back and dock into your capital ship, so it's going to be like an actual battle. If you're damaged, go back, restock at your capital ship, and then get back in the battle. I also like the fact that some of these things like countermeasures, torpedoes, and mines only have a limited ammo, for people can't abuse them. They have to go back to the capital ship or get restocked by like a support class or something like that, so that you can't just abuse the different abilities, unlike where you can just pretty much just use the lasers as much as you want, since they just reheat. So that's pretty much all I have to talk about in this video. There is a little bit more in this little pilot's briefing, but it's nothing really too important. You guys can go read it for yourself if you want to see the rest of it. But that's pretty much it for this video, this news update. This is a lot of news, a lot of stuff on power management, and it's really interesting. It's getting me really excited. It's really going to be unique, something that we've never really seen before in a starfighter type game, where you're really just managing so many different components in your starfighter. It's really going to be like actually in an actual battle, and like what we were doing in the movies. It's gonna be super cool. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Are you guys even more excited for Star Wars Squadrons now, since we know more about power management? I definitely am. I'm gonna be doing a lot of news updates and gameplay videos when the game comes out, so watch out for those. Anyways guys, pretty much all I have to talk about in this video, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.